Hello again, and welcome to the next episode of Sore Feet Adventurers. This episode, our player Cody will not be able to make it today, so I will be playing his character Sora, the Dragonborn. Alright, let's begin. You guys left off, you just got done talking to the Marwyn. And now you're heading down this dark corridor, following Shaw as you're kind of guided along by Gab and Gob. You just hear their bickering going constantly back and forth.
Did we get to take a different path that doesn't take us past the stinking corpse?
Unfortunately, no.
Damn it.
They're just kind of leading you along. You see what remains of your previous battle with the Famine Spirit. You kind of tiptoe yourself around its rotting masses. It seems to be the body's kind of decomposing quite fast. You've never seen anything just disappear like that.
I pinch my nose.
He also holds her breath the whole way through.
All right.
I look smugly
as I walk past it.
Okay. So you guys are going. You guys do notice that Sora looks like he's constantly getting just kind of more tired, kind of yawning, and trying to stand up. Looks like he's moving and stay awake. He's constantly following you guys, staying close to pretty much right behind you, Balsa. Yes. You guys make your way through these dark corridors. Sometimes the ceiling gets a little low, and you kind of have to duck down.
I don't.
For those who are shorter than there, so the shorter members don't really have to duck down as much as you see Sora's hulking frame kind of as a double over to get under and squeeze through. As you hear some little sound ahead as you hear Shaw reminding Gab and Gob that some people bigger than they are. And then the pretty much there from the travels kind of gets good as you open your way back to kind of familiar design-ish of the fallen architecture that you've recognized when you first made it down, but you have no idea where you're at. You see motion to looks like you got to open a door. It looks like it's been rebuilt into a room where looks like there's supplies. And Shaw points to you and motion. Please, refresh yourself. There are supplies, food, water, and with this time, you would know that if you were to speak to the Shaw right now, that would be a good time.
I take my pack off, set it next to the supplies, and go up to the Shaw and say, "A word, if you will."
Is it important?
Aye.
I'm guessing you wish to speak privately.
That's correct.
Very well. Of you are all free, as emotions to everyone else. And you are free to help yourself with the supplies. Gob. Refrain from being too curious and keep your hands to yourself.
And
you see it, they're just constantly nodding, see these two goblins just nodding. And
Oakley turns away and looks at the party and says, "You better let me know if either one of those touch my things." And he turns towards Gab and Gob. "I hope you do."
As you turn around, they're blowing raspberries at you, sticking their tongue at you.
"Give me a reason." And he walks away with Shaw, I guess.
Shaw, as you go, Shaw motions to a side door and kind of go down that way.
Okay.
And kind of disappear for a while. As they disappear is everyone else. So, Balsa, Barothian, Sora, Saoirse, and Nahiri. The first thing you guys see Gavin and Gob do is they just start jumping on Oakley's pack, just touching everything, motion it, but they do not open it. They're just kind of touching it, smothering everything. You see their faces all on it, moving their faces on it.
We've also raises the stack of paper she's got to her face to hide her smile.
Gary's full blown laughing. And grabbing some water.
You guys are free to just grab supplies, I guess, or?
Okay, you said there's food?
Mhm.
What kind of food?
And as you're going through, you find there's meant to be this jerky and treated food, so it's meant to last, can be stored. Looks like there's some jars of pickled or pickled fish.
Okay, I'm going to grab some jerky and stash it in my bag. Is there any cheese?
None that you can see.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna stash a whole bunch of jerky in the purse.
Okay.
Or a bag
You're
of
just sitting
holding.
there, everyone's just watching as you're kind of picking through these crates of food, just grabbing just
Like
grabbing the as much jerky or looks like the only the good stuff that you want.
Just stuff that'll last, pretty much.
Um,
Just survival instincts, pretty much.
Gab and Gob look like just bored. Hi! Hi! They kind of walk towards you, Balorthian.
Can I help you?
They kind of just look up at you.
Yeah, he's like looking down at them.
You start to kind of you just feel like their eyes are just like gauging you, just looking up and down. Bye! Bye! Just kind of walk off.
Kind of softly says bye.
You guys, everyone else around, you see like Sora kind of go to the corner close to Bossa, just kind of head's kind of drooping down a little more. It's kind of looks like he's trying to force himself to stay awake. Will you be fine, my lady, if I sees you be kind of talking to you about if I take a quick reprieve?
Of course.
Right. Wake me if there's any danger or anything to worry.
All right.
Kind of just leans against the wall and kind of quickly just kind of falls asleep.
Does he actually look asleep?
He closes his eyes and if they're in deep sleep, probably snoring, but it's no snoring, but you do know they are kind of oblivious to the rest of the world at this point. So you do know with your soldier training that they are facing the door that you guys walked into the room with.
Mm-hmm.
Bill's gonna take the time to look over that stack of papers she was handed.
Oh, okay.
What are they?
I'm gonna say the stack of pictures. You mean the
The papers that the beholder gave me.
You mean
Which one?
through?
Yeah,
I don't
threw. He
think
threw.
you got them specifically. I think it was just...
Yeah, it was they're throwing paper
throw.
around. Unless you grabbed
You said
some.
something about a stack of papers that he threw.
There was a stack of papers that you do know that the Shaw pulled out and handed to the.
Mm-mm.
What was your question? You asked.
The location of the properties that host the teleportation circles.
So if we got these pictures these papers that are thrown at you. It looks like they're a bunch of like receipts from what you can understand, or looks like you're saying where money was spent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's
You
what he
really-
told me to look for.
You can't really read it too well. You might have to be. You might be missing more information.
It's a start.
It looks like it's like a ledger of sorts.
Does it list like company names or anything?
You catch a couple of kind of like work. You're guessing were kind of members of the guilds, probably like the construction guild, carpenter guild. Some were hired. It looks like to go and like repair some areas. You're not sure, but it looks like they were doing some projects. All you can really tell is looks like there's some spots. You see like the certain islands. See like Gilded Isle, the Lady, and kind of sections that you're unfamiliar with. You think they might be from a construction guild's view. There might be like the sections of the city. They might have like a code they use for certain sections, but you're unsure.
Bilrothian would approach you, Abalsa, and ask you what those papers are.
They're receipts for, I guess, land development.
Okay. So we do have leads.
Mhm.
Okay, that's good. I'll have to report back to the High Marshal now.
I'm thinking we should check in with the Carpenters Guild.
Okay.
It's about another hour goes by. You guys get so you guys kind of get a short rest, just idle chatter. Gab and Gob kind of disappear sometimes, and they could reappear on the other side of the room, coming through like a nook or cranny. And
I want to
you're gonna go.
take the time to report because now technically I have fulfilled the part of meeting with Shaw.
Okay. All right. So what are you saying into your setting zone?
We've met Athos. We've met the Shaw. We've learned lots of information.
After a while, you kind of hear back, hey, These are pointless details. I do not want the information. I want to know what you're going to do with it. Message me back when you've completed more.
Yes, ma'am.
Receive nothing else.
Also, Carson, first off, when you had that sword giving thing, the command was to report when I met the Shah, and I'm doing that, just so you know.
Oh, alright.
But anyway, that's all I wanted to do.
Alright. And with that, after about the hour goes by, you see the Shaw and Oakley come back in. Come back into the side chamber. The Shaw just walks in, he just opens the door. That is a intriguing proposition, Oakley.
Oakley looks very frustrated and pissed off, but determined as he's walking over towards his pack and gathering as much supplies as he can to fit into it and other things.
As you walk towards your pack, you notice that Gab and Gob are just sitting on either side of your pack. Just look like they're just ignoring and looking away. Kind of.
I'm too frustrated to give them any attention.
Okay, they notice this. They're just staring at it in amazement. And you all hear the Shah just, I will report this and I'll check in with the High Lord to see what his thoughts are on it. And with that, you see the Shah just stare at us. Is all well? Are you all refreshed?
Yuri shrugs.
Dorothy nods.
Ebul's is still trying to figure out the receipts.
With your questions, I do have other matters to attend to, but I can help you and maybe shed some light on your questions or the answers you received from the Marlin. Now would be the time to ask.
Okay, so I know I'm supposed to look into properties that were bought about a year ago. What would be the best place to start? I've picked up that the Carpenters Guild may have worked on some of the stuff through these ledgers, but there's really not much information here that I understand.
Oakley pipes up and says, I have a merchant friend who lives in the city. We can pay him a visit.
Oh, okay, that's perfect.
I was supposed to meet him when I arrived here. I think it is due time that I get myself acquainted with him and his place.
Okay.
I would throw in as, if you recall, I said talk to the other families, as nobility like to keep tabs on others.
Alright. Out of character, would I know which family hates the Minaran family the most?
You would, through simple saying the situation, you would know instantly the families you know have turned traitor are the ones you really don't want to talk to.
Well, no, I know that, but like, which of the families that haven't?
You know there's out of the two, that you know of the Ildashard family and then the Shear.
Yeah.
The one you possibly want to talk to about anything that has to do with the Durberg.
I'm looking for stuff on the Minaran.
Oh, the Minarn?
Yeah.
The Minarn,
Who's their biggest rival?
you do know that the Shear also really hate them also.
Okay,
well.
perfect.
So for the Durberg, you do know the Ildashard, the Shear, and from Narn, you do know the Shear. Does not like the Minarn family. You've heard the rumors and the spats they've had between the families. Straw just looks around and Searsha, do you have any?
Where can I find Novostov?
That is the Nevostov family.
Yeah.
They make their main quarters, I believe, are on the Lady in the entertainment district. I'm sure you are quite familiar with this area.
I am, yes.
Find any of the gardens there could lead you.
Okay.
I kind of like freeze and like realization, just like,
watches. You feel
You're
like
just
a
watching.
smirk kind of coming from like the Shaw.
Yuri sees your reaction.
The
She's just like
interest
trying
look.
to chuckle.
Again, I'm sorry to hear it for all the trouble your guild is going through, and indeed all of you. And I will remind you that you have to keep your meeting with the Marvin a secret. You would
Absolutely.
Take it to the grave.
Hmm.
Or I will pay you a visit, and it will not be a good one.
So out of character, since Cody's not here, and he asked where the hostages were being moved to next, I don't have that information on me.
They said check with the families. I think that's what the answer was. To check with the families and see the old rivalries. So, being the paper, you know you're on the kind of the right track on it.
Okay.
Maybe Belrothian. Questions before I leave?
He takes a long pause.
While he pauses, Nihiri speaks up. By any chance, Nihiri's like kind of fiddling with her tail. Do you know if the Mindarin family have connections to the Guild of Magic? Or sorry, the College of Magic?
The Minarans have connections everywhere.
But do they specifically have connections with the College of Magic?
Well, there are greater nobility. I'm quite certain they would. I'm curious as to why you would ask that, as it is so far away, but that is your business.
I'm gonna roll insight on Nahiri.
Alright.
I got a 19.
Against what? Or
I think your
Your body language and your question.
oh,
You like do
you can see she is nervous, and that she's not saying as much as she knows.
I'd say you definitely, well, along with that, you might think the Minar might be something personal that she has.
Okay. Good to know.
And everything. What has the High Marshal said anything? Or is she here being her usual stern self?
He gives a wry smile and nods a little.
I see. Well, check out your leads. From friendly advice, don't get separate rooms. I go for one of the larger flats if you go to inns.
Oh, wait, I have a question. Do you know anything about the black Aarakocra that seem to be flocking around the city?
Yes, they're spies for the nuns.
Oh,
I believe they've been hired on. And what greater spies than those who control the sky? The numbers.
Are they part of a guild?
I do not know what guild, as they could be multiple. I believe they are part of the thieves or assassins, probably a mixture. Even mercenary guilds. It could even be a clan of Aarakocra that owe allegiance.
Yeah, out of character, would he also know whether or not they're local?
You do know they're local.
Okay.
You've seen them before.
Okay.
One other question. A couple of days ago, my guild was attacked while I was getting information from my one of my jobmen named Darkfeather. Do you know if he's alive?
I don't want this to sound out cruel, but someone as low in the rung as Darkfeather is beyond my worry. I am sorry. There is more important matters at hand.
Harry shrugs. She understands. You can definitely see there's some like disappointment there though.
If he is, from what I've heard, he is resourceful. So, right, I will take my leave. As I said, I will not split your rooms up anymore. And kind of looks at you see the Shaw and looks towards the dozing figure of Sora. Keep an eye on your members. Kind of nods and Gob, you see him just like they stand up at attention real quickly, like just jump up almost. Like, yes. These two will show you the way out. They are perfect guides in this underworld beneath the city. They can take you anywhere. They know all the shortcuts.
In the interest of avoiding the Aarakocran spies, do you think we could use Gavin Gob's services in the future to get around?
Perhaps you would, to get their services, you would have to go through Athos, as he's the only one I've entrusted with their existence.
Okay.
That is all. I must take my leave. Glad to get a nod. And may all the gods you pray to give you luck, speed. Kind of goes and actually puts the hood up and kind of just disappears. Closes the door and leaves.
Okari puts his pack on and straps it up. There's a change of plans. We're killing all the assassins. That, recruiting them into the government.
Wait, what?
I do not trust them. There is no power to check them. They are corruptible. I will warn you all. If you become an assassin, I will see you the same.
I don't think I'd ever want to be an assassin.
First on the list, save the hostages.
Yes.
We are skipping the ritual.
How?
In due time.
Does this concern what you talked to the Shah about?
Aye.
Okay. How are we going to kill the assassins? Like, is that all of them?
Sadly, no. Their roots grow deep. But with help, there's a way.
And we have to kill them, for sure?
If they do not submit, yes.
That seems like a waste, though. Just take out the leaders and they will listen to you. They are oath sworn to listen to the leader. There's no reason to kill all of them. You take out the leader, either become one yourself or entrust someone that is sworn under Phosphus himself.
That's the issue. They are not part of the government. They are not part of anything. They are a guild. They have no one they answer to.
So you want to make them part of the government?
Yes.
Then what if you take out the leaders and then change it yourself so that they are part of the government?
I would not dare associate with assassins.
It just seems like a way that would save more lives, I guess.
There is a way. And it will. It will be up to them if they want to die.
Ebelsa's just looking really worried.
Now, the Shah is planning to speak of this strategy with Lord Faustus. We will know in time. But the first step is we must save the hostages.
Yes.
Seeing as that's the most time pressing, I would imagine so.
So we should go check in with your merchant friend, right?
Out of game. Did you make a name for him, or did I? Okay.
You did.
And I have a name for him. Just in case I made a name. Yes. Strodden Hammerfist. Steadfast ally. But keep your gold tight. He's a merchant, nonetheless.
I mean, as long as he's not going to reach into our purses himself and take it out.
No. He will try to sell you things.
Isn't that what merchants do?
Yes, but he's different.
So you guys are all talking. There's kind of a motion. You guys see just like greenish form, just kind of shaking their arms, waving them in the air. Just like, until they hear from starts like, hey, 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 hey. Kind of waving their arms. Hey, hey. It
He
gets
also
kind
looks
of
over.
slowly builds up and gets louder as they get closer. And in the middle, you guys, hey, 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 listen, hey.
I turn to look over towards them and I say, Fleshbags, listen up. And I pull out a map. If you lead us here, I will think a little bit better of you.
Is just the map of the city, or?
Yeah, basically the location towards Strodden Hammerfist.
Okay. Same island. Gillett Hall. They see they both look like going into looks. I thought, and they're kind of like motioning their, kind of doing their head, like kind of looking at each other, kind of motioning their. Look like they're moving their hands. You guys kind of understand. They're kind of looking like they're plotting the way. This way. They're both pointing different directions.
Okri just folds his arms and looks at them seriously. Are you certain?
Of course.
Then which way does it matter?
You see, they kind of look. As they do that, there are another one. They're like putting their finger in their mouth and putting up like for wind. Another one just like blowing their nose, sniffing deeply. They all look like they're speaking a language you would have heard of it. You're all guessing it's goblins. They're nodding that way. They both point one direction. Quickest way.
Very well. And Ibosa.
Yeah?
You have met a nasty foe. Next time, please do not scream.
Sorry.
Let us be off.
Wait. Sleeping.
Yeah.
They're pointing to Sora, some sleeping, still slumbering foreman.
I guess I just look at Ibosa expectantly.
She runs over and wakes him up.
He just kind of grabs his axe.
She jumps back.
Lady, what is way to go?
Yeah, we're moving on.
Alright. I'm sorry if I frightened you. Stands up to his full towering height. Hits kind of low rock. Puts his axes away. I'm with you. Kind of. So you're just like struggling, rubbing the sleep from his eyes. Just,
Belsa just trots back to the group.
And I look at the sorry state of this dragonborn. And I shake my head and I say, there'll be time for sleep later at Strodden Hammerfist.
Of course. Kind of you guys get it. He just wakes himself up, kind of standing up, still straighter. Hits his head again on the little bunny rock.
And I look at him and how tall he is, and I say, I am sorry about your back. You will have to bend down in the doorways when we arrive.
It is all right. I'm used to this. He nods as Gavin Gobb seem to be waiting over at the door.
Now then,
Look like as you guys approach it, look like they're playing a game. They're doing little hand signals and pointing one way. The other one looks the other direction.
okay.
And the one looks one direction and slaps the other. So the other one slaps the other goblin. Ow!
It's not a form of bloody knuckles or something.
It's another thing, but
That's great.
ready? And a slap here and a slap the other one. We just got slaps the other one. Ow!
Okri heads off towards the direction.
They lead you through. You guys have lost all track of time as you've been underground, and eventually you get to. You believe you start hearing kind of water, like a waterways, and you start hearing more noise of like the open. Right, you're going back to the city, so you hear more of the city sounds. Some people walking. You hear more of the water canals, more familiar. It tells you that you're getting close to surface. You guys kind of rise up from. Kind of poke up out of like a nook. It's a really tight squeeze for you guys. As you're like, you see his sword doubled over. He's like, what you're guessing is probably his rib showing. He's sucking it all in. You're just walking sideways. You kind of have to hold your bag sideways to get through this crack they took you guys through. And just as you go through, and just you finally get out. Just hear a release of air as like sword does it. Just and Gavin God just seems to just like walking through no problem, just right in front of you. You approach one of the canals. We're here! Here! Near the canal!
Okay, so take a look around. Does anything look familiar?
As you guys look around, you do notice one of the canals, and you see the familiar architecture of the buildings. And with the guild hall, you do know you are probably on the same island still, so you did not travel like super far. And you would all be aware that you're probably fairly close to the gilded hall still.
I catch one of the goblins by the arm to get their attention to stop
Go and
them.
grab him. You got slips out of your
I'm
grab.
gonna roll contested.
Okay.
It's like trying to control small children.
That's a 25 for athletics check.
And you go and grab him. You just when you're about to grab him, you see the other one pulls him back. Just look like it was like aiding. It's like just intentionally. They had advantage.
Yeah.
So he pulls away and they just kind of follow each other and quickly do like a roll and get back to their feet like nothing happened.
You hear he claps.
All right, wait a minute. I have a question.
Dumb question.
I'm gonna go to a goblin and pick him up.
They
Kind
scoot
of
away.
right
They
in the
scoot away
face.
from you.
No, I'm contesting.
Sure.
Yep.
You gonna try to grab him again?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 29.
Did you go and grab just kind of?
I'm gonna use inspiration.
Okay. Use inspiration.
You know what? I'm not, because that's an 18 plus 11.
30? You got 30?
18 plus 11, that's 29.
Oh, so 20? Oh, sorry.
I'm surprised how they can get that much.
Roll the 20.
And at 20? That's only for hits.
Well, it's very.
That would
I
take
would
them
say.
That's how the rules work, at least.
I don't know. They roll the advantage. I'll say with it, you catch it. It looks like their arm is just caught on part of the fabric. So you're kind of holding looks like a loose fabric as one of the goblins just hanging from the arm.
Okay. I reaffirm my grip onto
Okay.
his neck.
You kind of hear a hiss as the other goblin just switches like a knife just comes out nowhere. Put him down!
I look at him and say, "Don't try it. You don't know how many goblins of your size I've killed."
And you do
Maybe we shouldn't fight.
Okri, I think you can get the point across without handling them. He kind of asserts himself a little bit more, squares his shoulders back.
Quiet down, elf. I have a question.
I think you can do so without handling.
And I kind of pick this goblin up even more and sway my arm a little bit so it's hanging over the canal where this goblin is now.
And you were holding the goblin, it starts looking at the water and just smiles at you.
And I say, "I have smelt goblin on my pack. What did you do?"
We did nothing.
I'm gonna roll insight. That's an 18.
They beat your roll. Grudgingly, while you do know they probably did, you can't just take it as seriously. Just like just feel like you're compelled to believe them, despite your best judgment.
Okay.
They've stolen none of your belongings, Okri. That you can believe.
I pull him over onto the path and drop him.
doesn't roll, just kind of runs back to the other goblin there. It has a knife drawn. They're both like pointing it at you menacingly.
Harry's gonna step in front of the goblins protectively.
When you take us out, make sure it's out of sight of the streets.
We are. They're motioning for above you. You guys do notice you're kind of in the underway. There's kind of the bridges above you, walkways.
Okay.
And it is nighttime, as you guys do know, so it's pretty late in the night. You do hear there's still some people walking around as being Free Haven. People are up all times, but you're pretty sure the crowds have died down.
Are you done with your questions with the goblins?
Do I have a goblin in hand anymore?
And Harry shrugs, turns to the goblins. I apologize for my friend. Thank you for your assistance. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. They kind of waving. We go now.
She waves.
They're waving to everyone. Bye. They just kind of go back to the same crack. They're just kind of walking through it like it was no problem. You guys just see a face of just a straught on sword. Just serious as they disappear, just heads down. They make it look so easy.
Of the disappearing or of the squeezing through small spaces?
The latter.
Well,
That's fair.
should we get going then?
Oh.
Harry looks at the sky. We should probably find an inn for the night. I think we've had enough adventures for one night.
I've got a place that will put us up. Out of the game, I'm using my background feature.
Okay. That's the one for the. Which one is that for you?
That one is called Clan Crafter.
Oh, so you're gonna go to the clans and see the merchants.
Would you want me to read it out?
Yes, you can read it.
Okay. It's called Respect of the Stout Folk. As well respected as clan crafters are among outsiders, no one esteems them quite so highly as dwarfs do. You always have a free room and board in any place where shield dwarfs or gold dwarfs dwell, and the individuals in such a settlement might vie among themselves to determine who can offer you, and possibly your companions, the finest accommodations and assistance.
Alright, you bring that up and Sora steps up. Well, as I do know as a knight and as a member of the Church of Bahamut, I do know that there is the temples, the churches around here can give us a room and board. As well, if I'm correct, Barothian, we would be able to, I'm sure with your rank, or we would be able to find lodging with the soldiers.
Yes, you'd be correct.
I, for one, would rather stay in a place that is friendly and not crowded with a hot meal.
I like Okri's suggestion.
Someplace with a bath would be great.
As I am unfamiliar with the city.
Out of character, Nahiri, would she know some good inns?
You would know you would definitely know the inns around the Gilded Hall. You do know there are probably some of the finer inns, but they're not the cheapest.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here's gonna turn to the group. Do we want cheap or good?
Remember what the Shah said. One room.
One room.
A flat. Those are spendy. My suggestion is not.
Out of game. What?
You would-
know.
You would know that having a flat is definitely more expensive, but you give more your privacy in the free room. You give your word of
Okay, I would know a good one.
Yeah, you know what he's suggesting is equivalent of if you were to seek shelter from your guild. It's equivalent of that.
Okay. Alright, Nahiri's pondering, probably running names through her brain, just trying to figure out different things. I know exactly the one we can go to.
Well, you can go there. I will not.
But we need a flat.
No, we don't. We are talking to my ally, who may give us information about those receipts.
Aren't we gonna do that in the morning? It's kind of late.
He will put us up.
Does he have a flat?
He has a place to live. A house. He's a merchant. It's a big house.
Okay, I mean, here turns to the rest of the group. Do we want to do that or go to an inn?
I'm okay with Ogre's suggestion.
I like hot meals.
Okay. Belle? You good with that information?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Ogre.
Very well. And he just goes towards the direction on the map, I guess, where it is.
Alright. It takes a little, after showing it to the boss and Ahiri, they definitely can help you find a way. You guys make your way down there. You notice it's about another hour travel.
Okay. Once I get up to this place, I'm going to take out a small little dwarven cask of ale from my bag of holding.
Alright. You guys, everyone sees you guys. Everyone sees you pull this out. You're not hiding it. No. Pull this cask out. You guys approach this building, and everyone sees it's kind of closed up. It's got a kind of hard reinforced door to one side. Looks like that's where like visitors would go. But the other part looks like it can open up to show like that should be a shop. Okay, you're pretty sure it looks like there might be a workshop area, like for smithing or tinkering in there. That is all closed down. You just see the normal door. And there is you see lights illuminated from the kind of higher windows.
And I guess I just walk up to the door and use the slammer or the knocker.
And you hear it large, go, go, go. Okay. Don't hear anything at all, and then you don't hear anything yet. You just heard like the echoing sound of him knocking on it.
And I look back behind my shoulder. Wait a bit. We dwarves have small legs. He has some stairs to go down.
And you try. Susha, you hear some kind of a we would think be the sound of someone stomping down on them stairs.
Someone's coming and they don't sound happy.
He's a grumpy sort, but he hides his smile with craft.
Okay.
Oh, then you guys just hear a voice. I swear, who is it at this hour? Come knocking for my services.
It be your good friend, Okri Sootbeard McGuffin Brightblade. I bring great tidings.
Are you sounding before they open the door?
I'm shouting.
Okay. Going back to bed.
Okay.
I am a locksmith too.
Seriously, you hear kind of a sigh just coming from the other side of the door.
I think you won.
Like you hear just slower steps down. You hear just cover several locks just go through. Just very big door just opens. You see a dwarf with a long gray beard, kind of scraggly, kind of got like a nightcap on. Looks like pajamas, kind of sleeping and kind of just staring at you.
I apologize for arriving so late. I would have been sooner, but complications arose.
You don't say.
You're right.
Okay.
It is quite the odd sight.
Okay,
A dwarf with an elf.
Feel a hand go on your face, just push you aside. Who's your friends?
I continue to talk with his hand on my face. These are not my friends. These are forced compatriots. We have a single mission.
I am so sorry for all of you.
What?
Miriam puts her hand on her heart.
Yeah.
You?
And even with his hand on my face, I kind of pat his shoulder. My good friend, I bring a gift.
We're not friends. I'm forced to endure your company.
As the dwarfs say, yes. And he hands him the cask of dwarven ale. In the morning, I'll make you your horseshoes and whatnot.
Kind of stares down at it.
If you would put up
Goes
with
and takes
us.
it. Just, we are not even. What are you standing there? Come on! Takes the thing, just kind of walks in.
He also looks to Ogre.
Okay.
Did you guys start handing them Sora? Just I think I saw a temple. I think I might go stay there. I wouldn't have to bend down so much.
Will you be safe there by yourself?
It is nearby. I can re-meet with you in the morning, or perhaps even seek further information from the temple.
Farewell then. Good luck on your endeavors.
You too. Be well, my lady. We'll return.
Thanks.
If not in the morning, I will find you again, as I found you already.
Right.
I hear you snickering.
Go ahead and take care, and you see his tired frame just bends down and kind of walks off. All right, one last just. His door just slams the door. Okay, lock the door.
Bye. And he locks it all up. And he goes get the stool to lock the top bit.
Well, I'm guessing you're all wanting rooms.
Just a room or a floor. And if you wouldn't mind borrowing your kitchen, I'll do the cooking. You won't have to.
You
trouble
are
yourself.
speaking of food, right?
I.
None of your. You put your hands together. Makes like a hands go wide as like exploding matter.
No. I save that for later, but not here.
Kind of his eyes narrow as he just stares at you.
I promise I will not touch the black powder tonight.
Right.
Harry wants to run and say,
Well,
she's not taking this risk.
I am the ingredients. You won't have to use your own stuff.
If it wouldn't be too much of an imposition, do you think we could get 2 rooms?
I have plenty of rooms for you. You'll have to make some makeshift cots. But I have plenty of rooms that you each have your own. Just no touching any of my wares.
Wouldn't dream of it.
I'll be sleeping in your workshop.
No, you will not.
I owe you work in the morning. Better to get up early and...
I'll pick your room. Better know where you're at.
Very well.
I rolled an 11 on him. Do I?
Kitchen's on the right, was it?
He's looking. Which one?
The one that is bomb-proof.
I'm not telling you where that one is.
Drats.
He's gonna walk motion you guys as you walk up the stairs. And you hear mumbling and bird and elevator. Just kind of walking up. All right, on the second floor.
I want to roll perception on that. Is he like... I noticed one word, elevator. Is his elevator...
You said Murd. He also said Murd, and you heard
Oh, Moradin.
Morden.
Okay.
Sorry,
Did he say elevator or Moradin?
he said Morden and elevator. You guys didn't catch that.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Yes.
if I caught that, would I know he has an elevator? Or
Right.
a pulley system?
No. I heard you saying he needed one.
Okay.
All right. Who are you? He's kind of looking at you.
I flinch back.
Eve also stands up straight.
If you're forced to endure him, kind of motions towards Okri. You gotta at least have some kind of spine.
As you look over to Okri, as he points, he's kind of secretly taking a sip from his flask. As he gets caught. What?
How do you know
I've
that?
had a
How
hard
do you
day.
know the drunkard?
Eve also steps forward. We were tasked with a mission together. I am Ebal Sololin, by the way. It's a pleasure to meet you.
You that you can't motion that. He looks at your hand, doesn't take it. Just are you that
Oh,
dancer?
no, she doesn't offer her hand.
Oh.
She just kind of
Okay.
bows a little bit.
Are you that dancer I've been hearing about?
Uh,
Dragon dancer, whatever.
yes.
Forgive it. Oh. By my beard, she is a dragon. Let's kind of look at the tail.
Ebalsa brings her tail close to herself.
Kind of staring at you three. Just goes and looks at Balrothian. Looks at the book and then looks at the swords. And you?
I am Belrothian Tyron. Pleased to make your acquaintance, sir.
Elf.
And
He
Okri-
doesn't look surprised,
Harry
but no
shrugs.
emotion goes over his face at that. It's just
You do have nice gear. You got money. I do like money.
Starts to look a little nervous about that, but it's like, okay.
Are you?
Oh,
Peasant. Or simple folk, I don't know.
my name is Sersha.
Uh-huh. That it?
That's all I feel like telling.
Are you sad? Your face is so blue.
This is how I normally am.
They call this thing a ganassi.
Ah, I thought those people were just holding their breath.
I never thought it like that.
Harry just crosses their arms and gives like a slight wave. Nahiri,
I don't trust you.
why?
It's like stares back. He just goes, keeps going. All right. Kind of points this. You, dragon, go. Points to a room. That's your room.
Okay.
Kind of goes. Looks like he's going to a closet. He's talking. Pulls out like some pillows and blankets and throws at you.
Okay, she catches them, I guess.
You,
Hmm.
blue one. Searsha. Just pulls out a pillow, just throws at you.
Catches.
Throw it like past some blankets. There, pass the one to you in here. Here, that room. You get that room. It's the nicest one.
He looks confused.
What?
Oh, if I had a stable, I'd let you sleep there, oh creep, but you get the floor. One with the stone.
I don't mind that. I brought my own supplies. He kind of thumbs towards his bedroll on his backpack.
Okay. And along with that, you do realize you do not have your wagon. You remember you left it at the Gilded Hall.
Mm-hmm. It's in safekeeping, apparently.
Okay. So you just flash back to that. Uh-huh. Well, I'm going back to sleep.
And I am going to make something to eat.
I think we should.
I'm
definitely
not responsible. If you break it, you buy it.
That's fair. Now, where is the kitchen so I won't have to start a fire at my feet?
There'll be no fire. You eat it cold. Yeah, narrows down. You came in late. You won't starve. Right.
Fair.
To your rooms. I wake up early. If you hear clinging, I will not stop. Then goes to his room. Kind of goes downstairs, kind of part ways. You guys can went down the go in the room.
Anyway, I think we should double up.
Weren't we all supposed to stay in one room?
Well, as long as there's more than one person, right?
I guess that's fair.
Apparently, I have the nicest room, so whoever wishes to
Probably
share
saw
my room.
your rank. Kiss ass.
You guys hear I don't hear sleeping! I'm downstairs, from a little bit down the way.
Neither do I! She yells back.
I'm just gonna go to the kitchen.
Okay, you're gonna go try to look for the kitchen?
Mhm.
Alright. As you guys storm off and just grabbing your things. Are you stealthing it?
Nope.
Okay.
Not. But I will say this, for adventuring purposes, inside my backpack is padded with the blanket I have, so it doesn't make much sound.
Okay. Did you guys see Oak kind of heading down the stairs, kind of looking?
I am wearing full plate, though.
Okay, since you guys hear you. Oakley, don't be using the kitchen!
Well, which one do you want, then?
I said no fire!
Do you want me to cut on the stone?
Can't use the table!
Who do we want to double up with?
Nahiri, would you like to join me?
Sure. She's chuckling. She's covering her mouth.
Is the whole house like small or whatever?
As you guys approach, you look around to your surroundings. It's actually pretty spacious, and your kind of looks to be a upper room, kind of like a waiting room. It could even be.
How high are the ceilings?
So surprisingly, they're pretty tall.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm just trying to imagine. Am I stooping all the time, or what's up here?
These ones look like that. It looks like this. The chambers, they're made for probably more for humans. It's a human craft building, but it looks like it's been refortified in some spots. You see some more stonework that you would be more familiar with, like military. and then kind of more fortified wood in certain areas. You do see there is around the windows. If you guys are looking, there's going to be like heavy frames covering it, so someone just can't just sneak in. There's locks on all the windows as well.
That really helps me relax a little bit more. Like you guys can just see like her ease just like kind of like a little less. Like her hands aren't like constantly hovering near her daggers or anything. She looks kind of relaxed. Like, okay. Though I do want to roll perception. Are there anything worth stealing in the area?
You're just looking for
Small paintings, books. Mostly books. She wants to see if there are any books. Not to steal,
okay.
but more so just because she really wants to read.
Right.
Hey, at least I'm not going after your book, actually.
You can do whatever you want, Deborah.
That is a...
I'm going to say you don't need to tell. You do see there's some books on some shelves.
Okay. I'm going to walk up. What kind of books are there?
Depends. What languages do you know?
Which ones do I not know is the question.
Do you know Dwarvish?
Dwarvish? No, I don't actually.
You can't read any of these books. You guys, you go look at it. It looks like just a bunch of scribbles on them.
Darn it. Okay. I don't see anything else. Like in any other language?
There's a bunch of doors that you're guessing might be in the rooms they pointed to, and there might look like there's some closets.
Okay. She silently curses under her breath in Infernal, and then kind of walks back to Ibolsa.
Are you alright?
I really wanted to read a book, but I can't read any of it.
Oh. I don't think I've got any books that you could read.
You guys are sitting there discussing. You hear some more clinking sound is coming towards you guys from where the other dwarf. What was his name?
Stratton Hammerstrand.
Stratton left. You see.
So when Ibalsa hears that, she's gonna grab Nahiri and dash to the room.
What?
He comes in. He just comes in. He's kind of got a plate. And just puts it down. Cover on the table. Here's cheese and meat. Ooh. He looks at you. You get some wine.
He takes it, but he doesn't drink it. He's holding it.
There you go. If you want to eat before sleep, do so. He points to the other jug. There's water. There are cups. Break it, you buy it. Okay. Good night.
Ibalsa pokes her head back out of the door and says, I thought he was gonna yell at us.
There's still time for that. As he walks away.
Very, very softly, Belra's like, who would like the wine?
I'll take it.
She just hands it over quickly.
Okay, he grabs it, just looks at it. What kind of wine is it?
You don't know. Do I looking at it? You don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna sniff it. What kind of? Do I know what kind of
It smells sweet with like a berry and maybe some honey.
wine? Okay, she's content.
So, once I get to the kitchen, I'm unstrapping my armor and strapping it to my pack, putting it aside, and then all the stuff that I have procured, we'll go with that, through our endeavors with Lord Faustus. Since it's always been in my bag of holding, it's just fine. I'm gonna make a large platter for everyone.
Okay. Takes you some time. Is everyone just gonna stay up or?
Yeah, Ibalsa's gonna, actually she's gonna check out the room. Is there anything like a tub or anything there? Or is that like...
The room you're looking at alongside this room looks like it's holding a bunch of like linen, other linens, and looks like there's just some other boxes that without opening them, you're unsure what's in it.
The one that he said that we could stay in?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do just see there's some room to have like a cot.
Okay, Nahiri's gonna grab some of that linen, put it like neatly on the floor to make like a makeshift bed.
Okay. You realize this is like the canvas though.
Oh,
There's-
canvas kind of.
It's like canvas linen. There's different materials for it, but you can make a makeshift bed with it.
Okay.
You do.
Do I find anything like softer, or even like remotely that'd be good for padding?
You would understand. You could probably make a better hammock with these.
Okay. Nahiri's gonna turn to Ibalsa. I can make us some hammocks if you want.
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna make a hammock.
Okay.
2 hammocks.
All right. It takes you some time. Susha and Brohan, what are you guys?
Belra's gonna look at the room, and then he'll turn to Saoirse and say, you can join the others if you wish. You don't need to feel...
It's kind of like nervously, like kind of kneading the blankets and pillows I was given. I'm like, okay.
You need not feel pressured to join my room.
Are we still in the hallway?
No,
We're in the room.
We'd probably be in the hallway,
Yeah.
but he just.
There was remember something I mentioned that when you entered the stairs, it led upwards. There's a hallway that goes down where your host is gone, and there's a bigger room, kind of with like some spots you guys can sit on, kind of like some chairs, furniture, and a little table in the center area. And then there's a bunch of other rooms where you can go, and there's some supplies and kind of some books. There's other furniture around, but you don't think this person doesn't really host a whole lot. Maybe has some meetings at most.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're currently kind of looking like you're kind of in the doorway in this one room where you point to for kind of the nicer room. Did you go to your room or did you go to the one that you point for Sergio?
No, he went to look at the one that
Okay.
he was pointing to.
Remember, you're actually in with the Belrothi and actually has a bed. He has had a bed. It's actually an actual kind of a bedroom. It's got a kind of nicer window, but does still have the fortified covers over it. There's some bars over it still, and they got a little not really a kind of vanity in there, and some other chests. Place to kind of you can kind of hang up your belongings.
I do feel quite bad though. I don't need as much sleep as everybody else. It feels like a waste for me to get a bed. Maybe I'll ask if they want this room instead.
Who's they?
Ebalsa and Yuri.
Oh. Okay.
Belro's gonna go over and knock
So
on their
just-
door. Lightly, but not very hard.
And as you walk over, you see the door's not even closed.
Oh, you haven't closed it?
No.
Oh, okay.
We were just making hammocks in there.
You walk in there, they just kind of like look like they're messing with all the stuff in it. Some of the stuff's pulled down. Kind of look up at you as you walk in.
Hey, Belle.
And there's no beds in this room?
There's no beds.
I realized that my room has a bed, but I don't really need that much sleep, so it feels like a waste. Do you guys want that room instead?
And here turns to Balsa. I'm cool with whatever.
If it would make you feel better, sure, Belro.
Does not matter to me. I just thought that since I don't really need sleep, it just seemed like a waste.
At the very least, you could use the hammock we were working on.
Does it look like it was well made?
If I am left to looking at it, you do believe with your experience in hammocks, it looks like it would work. They just don't have it tied on anything. You do not. You realize you have to find like anchor points to tie it on so you don't just fall in the middle of the night.
That'll do. Thank you.
Thank you, Belro.
Yeah, thank you.
So did you fall?
I'm still standing in the hallway.
Still standing outside the one room that Bill Rothstein was given?
Yeah.
Okay. Guess
So
not.
if we're walking over,
You saw Bill Rothstein leave, and then after a little bit, you see the other two were kind of approaching the room. You guys see Saoirse just standing there, kind of confused, holding this pillow and blanket.
hey, Saoirse, right?
Yes.
Are you gonna be staying with Belrothian, or did you wanna stay with us?
If I could, I guess that'd be better.
Yeah, say whatever you're more comfortable with. We can have a girls' night.
Okay.
After this kind of talking and get ready, you guys do see Oakley come up with a platter.
Which actually is my tower shield, full with combinants of different swordsmen of food that you guys might or might not recognize from the past events of the feast
You guys,
or the street vendors.
so like, when you get to the top, did you like Salt Bay?
I did.
Hold on. If you're gonna look, please tell me you washed that before you put food on it.
Obviously.
Insight.
Yeah, insight.
I
Oh,
got an 8.
rolling not so well on insight here.
You rolling deception or no? Okay.
He kind of did something to it.
8.
I also got an
14.
8.
You guys feel he's
24.
not initially lying to you, so you feel it's probably clean. You don't know whether or not if it's like a full rinse and clean or if it's just like a quick wipe down. You don't know.
What does a 24 get me?
24. He was telling the truth, so he
You
said he
notice
cleaned it.
with your past perception with all the food on top of it, I guess you would obviously know this. You'd see the back of the shield where everything is being held on top of, polished.
So, yeah.
Do I see any chocolate in there?
Yeah.
I go for the chocolate immediately.
And he's getting up the stairs and says, "Oh, wait.
What?
Let's be settled down. When dwarfs tumble, they never stop. It's a bad thing.
Do something.
We're too round."
Alright. You guys all see him as he approaches to the middle of this room where there's a little table, sets it down there, and there's like the comfort, kind of like a couch kind of is kind of around this.
Wait, are we
So
in our
chairs.
room or?
You're in the big main room that the stairs
Oh,
lead
okay.
to.
I'm gonna transfer all the stuff over to that table with some platters and things.
Okay. There's the other platter that your host already brought. So.
I look at it. Ha! Pathetic.
Well, thank you, Okri.
Yes. Now, where are you all staying? You seem to have moved around a bit.
He also points to the big room.
All of you?
Just us three. She points to Nahiri and Saoirse.
Very well. Belle, you shall be with me.
Are we going to a different room then? And he points to the one that he's kind of
No,
switched.
we will be staying in the hallway. I shall be setting up hidden traps. Dyed twine with bells.
Okay.
We will be standing watch if necessary. After everything that has happened, I believe it is a good measure.
Your character did also see the reinforced windows as well and the locks on them.
My character is also paranoid.
Okay. Fair enough. So as the night goes, you guys, if you set up traps, indeed, you can set up traps and
Okay, I'm using my thieves'
Kinda
tools for that.
just quick it down. You guys, you make whatever necessary or requirements you need, and you guys settle down. How are you guys sleeping on the bed? Are you guys just like
He
sleeping
also
sideways?
says dibs on the middle.
Okay. So,
Nahiri will take the closest to the door
okay.
side of the bed.
So you're just laying sideways. So you guys realize the bed is kind of wide enough. Your feet would kind of be going off it, but it's wide enough that if you guys laid sideways on it, you could fit all three of you.
You would also notice as he's setting up the traps, he retrieves his thieves' tools from his beard.
What? Nahiri's gonna look and be
No.
like, no?
No,
Oh, this is what?
this is
before?
during you guys went already to the room. After
Oh,
you guys
okay.
ate. You've gone to your room and Kurt's going to sleep. This
Oh,
is
okay.
he's setting up traps while they're getting ready to go to sleep.
Oh, darn.
And how are you going to sleep in the hammock or in the other room, or are you just going to make a spot in that?
No, I'll just
Open
make
area.
a spot on the floor.
I mean, there's also the little comforters.
Well, yeah, I'd just bring some stuff out, but not a lot.
No,
I
he's
don't
gonna
need a
sleep
lot
in
of
his
sleep.
armor.
You should sleep in armor. Okay.
It's like sleeping in hockey gear.
Oh, it's
Okay.
gonna smell so bad.
With that, after you set up the traps, the night goes by. Okay, goes by. You guys find out you're pretty tired after this long journey you guys went through in the Underdark. I can't say Underdark, but in the tunnels below the city.
Okay, important. Evalsa still takes the time to take her hair out of the updo and get out of her battle dress and change into pajamas and do a night routine.
Okay. You guys all do your night routines if you have any.
I'm the last one, so I can sleep in the tub with full water.
Do we have a tub?
Is there a tub?
There is a little tub. There's a kind of tub for this.
Can I sleep in it?
You're gonna sleep in the tub.
I'm gonna
All
sleep
right.
in the tub.
You're
Okay.
gonna fall asleep in the tub.
Full water.
You're filling it with water.
With water, yes.
Okay.
I
You're
sleep
just, like, under
in
the
a
water?
tub full. Yes.
Okay. You fall asleep in this water.
Oh.
So and with that.
Nahiri falls asleep with her daggers under her pillow, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Evalsa just kind of curls up on
So-
her belly.
And at that point, if Saoirse's gonna be in the tub, you two can lay side by side.
Yep.
Okay. And everyone goes to sleep, and it's kind of early in the morning. Who's the first one to wake up?
I only need 4 hours of trance.
Okay. So when you wake up, it's in the early hours of the morning, and what's your passive perception?
I think it's 14. Let me
It
check.
should be 14.
Yeah,
the
it's
same.
You see, you wake up, and there is an individual sitting on one of these chairs in the middle of the room. Kind of a hooded figure, just sitting there.
Does he
Staring
get
at
past
traps.
my traps?
As you stare, you see he kind of lists the traps he sees you and just puts them down. I think next to him.
There's an actual DC.
Yeah.
It's 15 for investigation.
For the traps.
Yes.
As you wake up, you just see them holding the traps and just sets it down, shows you.
Is it staring at me?
They're looking like they're staring at you, and they have a cloak and just they gotta go like this. You do not want to wake the others.
identify yourself.
I don't think that is necessary, Mr. Deron.
Then state your case.
I'm here to help. Shaw sent me.
Do I feel like they're lying?
As with the adventures you've had, you do know you're at edge because as you see this person just undid the traps that you guys set up. Roll insight.
And I will do an inspiration if it's not very good. That is not very good. That is worse. It's a
You-
top level 4.
You believe this person. They're here to help. They have thrown Shaw's name out. If you wish to wake the others, you may.
Are you here to journey with us?
No.
Then you're here for information?
Need be. I may have some information. I doubt I'd have any more than that what Shaw could give.
Belra will go wake up Okri.
Okay.
But quietly.
So what? You just wake me up with your hand over my mouth or something?
Mm,
You notice that he always wakes up prepared for battle. So what do you do?
well, I'm sure he's had experience dealing with people who are very ready to go after they wake up, so he would try the easiest way to keep you quiet.
Okay.
Hand
So
over
if-
mouth.
Yeah.
If need
Yeah,
be, he
okay.
will do that.
Okay. He looks around, startled, looks at you, and licks your hand.
He holds it there as he makes a
He put his
grossed out face.
and
but
his eyebrows are furrowed in frustration as he looks at the cloaked figure, and then back at you.
As you look at the figure, they nod to you.
And then Bella very quietly says, "Don't yell."
He slowly moves your hand away.
Then he'll let it go.
Arkwee sits up.
Dwarvish. I heard of dwarf. Start speaking dwarvish to you. I have fond memories with the people of Muradin.
Fond as in killing them, or fond as in he's ally? Speak quickly.
As family.
I'm gonna roll insight on that. That's 22.
He's telling the truth. You see, did you have your shield with you, or did you just leave it on the table?
No, I have my shield with me, ready for combat.
Impressive shield.
It's my own design.
Bloodgate, if I'm correct.
Aye. Now enough of this flowery talk. Why are you here?
Shaw sent me.
Do you bring news of any plans with Lord Faustus?
I'm here to tell you, do not worry of the marks. I will deal with them.
Will you deal with the guilds as well?
That is better suited with the High Lord. He is better with words than I am.
What is your position?
Does it really matter?
It does. I wish to know who I am working with.
And you? Would this make it easier to work with?
I suppose.
Very well. As he stands up, draws as a human, and he moves his hood. You both immediately have seen these rugged good looks of figure, and it is Adonis.
Like the Adonis? Like the Adonis?
The Adonis.
Is the Adonis, the champion of Uthrencia.
The one I've only heard legends about?
Yes.
And so,
Oakrey's looking a little starstruck.
yeah.
I'm sure both of us are, honestly.
Oakley gets down on his knees and say, I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. Forget my impolite manners, I'm not worthy.
He's speaking in Dwarvish to you. It's all right. You may stand, but...
Hero of the dwarfs, too. Should I ever have known I would have this day to see you face to face, and he looks at his armor, kind of a little bit unpolished, I would have looked better.
My apologies for our behavior.
No, he's speaking Elvish now to you. My apologies. I should have been more open, but I've been having to keep my identity secret to those around me, as most believe I have left the city.
Are you in trouble? The great Adonis in trouble?
No.
Ah.
I was ordered to leave the city by our lord, and I decided through a plan me and Shaw have concocted, I made it appear as I left. That way to draw our enemies out. A sense of at ease. Reveal their weaknesses and strength.
Genius. Obviously coming from you.
Thank you. Well, you just gotta sink back down.
Oakrey kind of gets out of his bag of holding some food. Where was I? My manners. Ah. And he gets him some food from the feast.
I thank you, but that is unnecessary. I will take some. Takes a little piece. It is good.
And Oakrey kind of looks out of the corner of his eye towards Bell. He ate my food.
You see him. Right. I did not want you to really wake your rest of your party, as I did not feel important. I'm just here to tell you as I will deal with these marks, and the plan is already in motion.
I have a question. Do you have the dwarven shield with you?
I take it you are, after looking at your armor, you are a crafter of skill.
Aye, and he puts both of his hands on his hips, quite proud.
And a master crafter, I'm guessing.
Aye, as well.
Kind of reaches over kind of to the pack and pulls out a shield, and you're very dismayed when you see it. It kind of shows this great round shield. It looks kind of beaten up.
Why, this is glorious! It has tested time. Doubly so.
He's kind of getting butt in when you say, it's just a cover.
Oh, I knew that, obviously.
You gotta hear, he goes down, you just hear a kind of a bend from, you understand this is metal bending, and your understanding as a crafter, this is fine metal bending. He sees his hands go to each side of this, around the shield, and just drops this beaten form. And as it drops, kind of just a light from the shimmering of this shield just brightens the room.
Mordant's beard.
I don't know if that was used in the making, but he kind of holds it up. It sees the familiar roundness. It's not as quite as big as your full plate shield. It's kind of rounded to the full silver, looks like silver or a mithril gleam off it. There's no smudges, no blemishes on this, no scratches. Seems like a perfect shield. It's kind of got an X kind of mark leading into the center where there's another circle of some basic kind of golden design, and doesn't really have a whole bunch of jewels. It looks like it's looks like when they move it, the light reflecting off it would change. It kind of makes it like change color a little bit, like a rainbow. And there's studs that go, fine studs that go all around the shield. Would you like to hold it?
Would I?
How loud is Okri being?
I don't know how loud are you being, Okri?
Medium sound. Not shouting, but like it's having a hard time containing his whispers.
Goes and hands it to you.
And he's holding it like as gentle as he can, and he looks over at the elf, giddy as can be.
And Belra addresses Adonis. May I? I'm very curious as to what
Of
it
course.
is. And then I have Identify ready. Can I
You can.
spend a minute to cast it?
And he sees you. If you wish, I can tell you if you wish to know.
By all means.
No, let the elf be amazed by the dwarven craft.
Okay. Identify tells you what the whole magic item does, right?
Yes. Besides, up to the point is if it is cursed or not.
Okay. As you go and you touch this item, you feel you have never felt a magical item such as this. And not only so, you feel like this has great resistance to magic to the wielder. And also, so they know the exact things that the limitations open. I don't know.
Basically,
So like the weapons rules. Would they know the items rules?
yeah.
Okay.
The only thing that they
So
would not know.
I-
Oh yeah, there you go.
I have the
Okay.
cards.
You realize the wielder of this has advantage against all magic saves, as well as you gain a armor bonus equivalent to not only just the 2, but also equivalent to what your proficiency is. It is a magical item.
No.
Yeah, it is a very, as you see, it is a legendary item. On top of that, it's unbreakable. And you do also realize that it never needs to be washed. It's always clean.
Belra is in complete amazement over the magic item. So he's like over near you, like
So you
touching the shield and like.
So you guys just staring at each other. Literally in this little room, there's an elf in front, like just staring in amazement of this.
And I look up to Bell. Soak in this day, for it is no day like any other. We bear witness to a legend, and the craft of legends.
Well, I mean, I can tell you more if you really want.
Would you?
I'm guessing you've all heard the tales and the rumors of spread of how this shield has come to be and how I've obtained it.
Recount the elf on this grandeur.
Well, if you were to talk to any of the elder dwarves, I obtained this shield from the Dwarven Clan Council for my deed of defeating the mighty Baelor Prince Gethrizal. His aim was to make the under roads into a connect with the abyss as a staging area for all demons and fell creatures, as if for an invasion. I was sent by the king, the king at the time, Lord King Faust, to stop them. And through the deed, I was granted the right to, as the dwarf champion, and the right to bear this shield in their name.
And Okri turns towards the elf again. I'll have you know he's a brother now.
Yes, clan brother. Speaking Dwarvish to you. They also say the hammer was built in Murden's Forge. What do I call it? It was built in Doran Forge on the mountain. In the mountain of Solania, where a lost clan of dwarves, the greatest craftsmen of their time, forged it for all sons of Mordor.
I have a cousin who lives 300 miles roughly from that mountain. He was born there. Lucky bastard.
Well, if that is all the pleasantries, I gave my message, and I must be on my way. I do apologize to the host and owner of this house. I had to break in. Okay, points to one of the windows. As you guys look, you see that the lock's just been snapped off.
Could I, perchance, get your autograph?
Kind of just smiles. In what way?
Could you punch my shield?
I could, but you want me to damage your shield.
I will never repair it.
He looks at the shield and how are you looking how damaged are you looking?
I have a better idea. And out of his bag of holding, he hands over a ingot of iron.
And when you did the identify, you also realize that this shield also gives if you were to hit something with it, you also use it also grants your proficiency bonus to your strength.
Oh.
Could you squeeze that iron so I could get the shape of your hand? I will pass it down to my kin for ages.
He's kind of looking up. All right, so you want him to just hit the shield? And make
No,
it damage?
he handed him an ingot
Oh,
to squeeze to put his fist mark in.
in the ingot.
Yes.
You guys see him just grab it, just kind of like squeeze it aside. You guys kind of hands it back to you. Hands it to you. Notice how the handprint just kind of squeezed and a lot of the ingot has gone to the sides.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crushed it in a strength vastly. Some giants would have problems doing this.
He just looks at it in awe. It goes silent.
Right. You guys see, you would clearly see he's kind of flustered a little bit. You guys got some dwarf like going here. Right. I'm glad I could have made your day. Must be going though. Do not tell anyone that I'm here. It's made of utmost secrecy. Right.
Did you at least break in a way that I might be able to repair it?
He looks back as you stare. You see kind of looks like finger marks were just jammed in this window, just kind of thrown up. It's kind of just broken up, and the lock came off. So you know some work. You might be able to fix it, but you might need a new frame for the window.
Okay.
Yes. Apologize to him again for me.
I will try my best.
Well, I will go. Good work, young Daron. And you, the Okri Brightblade.
He knows my name.
I'm going now. Grabs the shield. He takes the shield back and untie. Need the shield back. You guys just realize you're both still holding on to it.
Let's go.
I'm kind of like clutching it. Just very well. I shall cherish this moment I pass the shield on to my hero. He gives it back.
Goes there. He puts the cover back on here. Just like the bending of him, bending the things back on there, and just puts it back in his back and has his cloak and everything. Well, I'm off then. Goes back to the window, just closes it. Leave. You see, just leave out the depth cellar. Just jumps to the. She just clearly jumped to one of the other buildings, just up a level on a third, and just heads out.
Belro turns towards Okri with his mouth like open and his eyes wide, like.
Whatever you are thinking, you can't have it. This thing is mine now. And he's holding the kind of bent ingot.
No, that is fine. You can keep that. I
Good.
won't take that from you.
That is the hero of the dwarfs.
I've heard many tales about him.
It's a shame you don't have a hero of the elves like that.
And with that, we are going to, as you guys gawk and as you just stare in horror with the eyes wide, we are going to end this episode. And Dark thank you for joining for this episode of Sword Free Adventures. Hope you join us for the next one. Right, there you go.
Damn it, I should have asked him how he still looks so young.